Welcome to the Concierge Business Circle podcast, where we talk about scaling smarter, leading stronger, and creating the freedom you started your business for. I'm Candice Burris. Let's dive in.
As we come to the end of the Chinese snake year, I've been reflecting on what this season has truly asked of me and of us. The snake year isn't loud and it's not flashy. It's introspective and it's about shedding, slowly and intentionally. So what no longer serves us, so something stronger, clearer, and more aligned can emerge. So the snake year started last February, and as I look back and reflect, this year has quietly required a lot of release. Not surface level change, but identity level change. For me, this year asked me to shed versions of myself that once felt necessary, but no longer fit to who I'm becoming. As I approach 50 this year, I really have been reflecting on what's important, what can I focus on, and what does the next half of my life look like? And yes, I'm living past 100. I've already put that out there and manifested it. So for me, this year, I shed the identity of being a W-2 employee. No more being a CFO, and trust me, it took a long time to not introduce myself as a CFO at every networking event. But I had to release working for someone else and waiting for permission to fully step into my own identity and my own leadership. I also shed focusing on consulting and teaching, having 6 months to really dial into what makes me happy, what lights me up. I realized that I'd rather do. I'm very task-oriented, and I don't want to explain business from the sidelines. I want to commit to fully building, executing, and living it in real time. I want to walk the talk. I also shed the belief that I had to be a perfectionist and that I have to fit it all in. I have definitely learned boundaries. I have definitely learned to say no to what doesn't serve me. Don't get me wrong, there's still seasons where I feel like I'm chasing my tail, but for the most part, I'm very clear on what matters to me. I don't have to do everything. I don't have to be everything. And I don't have to prove everything. I'm proving something to myself, and I'm lighting myself up, and I'm comparing myself to me instead of others. I also shed prioritizing finance and business over my marriage. I've always compartmentalized, and I decided this year that if I have the financial freedom without having the connection and the family to spend it with, it's not really success at all. So my true focus, especially 12 years into this marriage, is finally learning effective communication with those that are dissimilar to me, like my husband. Because it's very easy to talk to people and communicate with people who are like-minded, but for those opposite personality types, sometimes bridging the gap and seeking and understanding each other is really difficult. And it takes vulnerability and empathy, and those are things that I've had to learn over the years. So this year I am hoping to become a master communicator, which of course will serve me throughout all areas of my life. I've also shed the identity of being a drinker. So with that came shedding survival mode, right? Now I know I want to thrive, and I'm not just going to get through life. I actually want to be healthy, mind, body, and soul, so that I thrive. And in all this shedding, something else emerged. I've earned my confidence, and not from external validation, but from lived experience. I've stepped out of my zone of competence and my zone of even excellence, and I'm now moving into my zone of genius. So I've embraced my knowledge without shrinking or softening it, and I've gained clarity about what matters to me, and I've talked to you about that. And honestly, my authentic code is on the wall of my office. It's about family, financial freedom, time freedom, and meaningful impact, and that's what I talk about in Freedom Blueprint. I actually try to live what I teach. Everything else has been secondary. And I want you to think about, as we move toward the year of the fire horse, the energy is shifting. And the fire horse is fast moving. It's intense and it's transformative. So as a fire dragon myself, I can already feel it, and I know this year will move very quickly for me. And I believe it will move quickly for many of us. And here's the truth. Speed amplifies whatever you're carrying. So if you're still holding on to identities, habits, or beliefs that no longer serve you, this year is certainly going to feel chaotic. But if you've done the shedding of the snake year, this year can actually fast track everything that does serve you. So I'll leave you with 2 questions as we close this snake year and step into the fire horse. What have you shed over the last year? And more importantly, what do you still need to let go of? Because you have about 10 more days to let go of before the next season begins. Transformation doesn't start with acceleration. It starts with release. So it's been a year of shedding skins, identities, old survival patterns. And the year ahead is not asking us to carry or do more. It's asking us to move faster with less. So take the moment seriously and honor what you've released. And be intentional about what you're still holding on to. Because when you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for everything that does. So until next time, keep building your freedom.
Thanks for tuning in to the Concierge Business Circle podcast. If today's episode gave you clarity or inspired action, share it with another business owner who's ready to step into their CEO role. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep building your freedom.